Okay, fine, I'll do another one.
Do not play this video in the dark. It is very scary. The lands between. So beautiful. So tranquil.
It is beautiful.
Until I showed up. Welcome back, everyone, to Elden Ring, one of the games of all time.
We
Featuring
back.
deep role-playing mechanics, riveting combat, cool math games, happy weekends, and probably a story so convoluted that entire YouTube channels exist just to tell you about it. I do not know much about the lore, but I do know one thing. Millennia is definitely...
Oh, you know, do you think about that? How it's just, like, is this really fun? It's so convoluted that entire YouTube channels exist to explain a game. That's kind of insane.
When we last left off, we had endured great pain and suffering in our quest to destroy the cast
Pretty
of
excited
Percy
for this.
Jackson. But do not worry.
There was a comment on this video that said the only ADHD diagnosis I need is that I feel in a calm place when I watch this video. I like that. I agree with that.
It's only just begun. And if you somehow haven't seen the first part, then
You suck.
that's fine. I have also seen JoJo. So with the Elden Ring shattered and scattered of America's inbred dipshits, it's time to tear
They are
away
inbred.
threads
I've been
of
saying this the whole
attempt
time.
to find a girlfriend, almost impossible, and test the true strength of my hardware, because this will be our greatest challenge yet, and also the easiest challenge for the rest of the game.
I do not like this music. It is bad. Oh, it's still going. Usually things don't last longer than a second, but I'm engaged. I must keep dancing.
Last time on Blatant Copyright Infringement Fair Use Edition, we struggled to take Grandpa off his life support with violence, delivered Garfield his precious lasagna, and finally convinced Joseph Hussein Biden to end it all with nuclear fire. I'm dead serious. Wow, that was fucking crazy. I better fast travel to the third Impact Evangelion. We're moving at a real breakneck speed. You know, just when I was thinking this game can't possibly get bigger, it gets significantly bigger. I'm not sure if the developers are okay, especially since they're trapped in the same room as that
Yeah, you
man.
think about when did they stop developing?
Are a great way to excavate the earth, and there are
20
no
hours a
long-term
day.
consequences, which means we've got an entirely new area to explore, hiding just beneath our feet. And
Giant
no, we're not
fucking
going to
hole.
visit the Blue Man Group again. I still have the nightmares. Wait a second, this is Michigan. I need to leave as soon as possible.
Detroit.
Hello, traveler.
Ah, it's a woman.
I'm possessed of 4 arms, and that is what tickles thy fancy?
Pringles can.
Art thou of no more brain than stone?
Can you speak English?
Can you throw yourself into a wood chipper?
I can.
I have never seen a caucasoid run that fast. They kept yelling, "Go!"
Why do we do
white boy,
anything
go."
she says
Okay.
for
I
no
shall
reason?
need thy help to run my errands.
May I ask why?
No, I'm going through a tunnel right now. Your signal is breaking up.
I apologize for that.
Stupid.
I may not have
Fucking
known at the time,
Minecraft.
but this was the beginning of an absolute rabbit hole, one that would lead me to dangerous and disturbing territory in the future. This shit makes Blaytown look like a playground. Welcome everyone to the Nether
Blaytown
Fortress.
was worse.
It's 3 rooms long and filled with naked and hostile women, which is my preferred enemy. I've always wanted to be a police officer. This is just like my favorite Japanese anime, Kill the Cats.
I get a friend who's a police officer. He was just telling me about this naked woman he arrested. He said it's way more common than you would think.
And if that's a little too intense for you, don't worry. There are dozens of skinwalkers waiting around every corner. Just knowing that makes me feel very comfortable. But my favorite enemy in the entire
Skinwalker.
level is in fact myself. Me. I am the boss of the level. Hey, what's up guys? Max0r here. We're out here going after Shadow Peter Pan. I'm forced to fight the only bitch that I trust. Gonna lay a fucking smackdown on Dark Link. This battle is a unique concept to say the least. It perfectly
shit.
copies and uses your
I need to
entire
read Berserk.
inventory. And yes, this does mean you can unequip your weapon and laugh at him for the whole fight. He literally cannot damage me in this state. Not that you would need it, because if there's anyone in the world who knows how to keep me down, it is myself. This boss's weakness is naked anime women, but overall, it was a great experience taking revenge upon the man who ruined my life.
Me.
Unfortunately, as a result of that battle, I have destroyed a part of myself.
I am
have
now
killed
my soul.
artistic integrity. Hey guys, I built an entire torture chamber for animals in hardcore Minecraft, and if you want to see how I exterminate the innocent, stick around until I kill my son. I feel like if you showed this video to a Victorian child, he would die instantly. And speaking of dying, we've returned again
Dude,
to
they probably all
Jump
have
Scare
seizures.
Junction. That's right, I lied to you. I give Dora the wrong directions. This area is an identical copy of the last time, complete with the same puzzle, the same enemies, and and the exact same boss, but this time he's glowing, just like this video.
True.
Now don't get me wrong, I love beating Canadians to death, but why? Please do not subject me to more Canuckin boss torture. Now as for the rest of the area, it's pretty nice, you know, kinda short, introduces the brand new Sapient Sphere type enemy. That's okay though, I too have seen Steel Ball run, but what I really want to find is this knife, which is a surprise tool that will help us later. With this, I may now cause many kitchen nightmares.
That Mickey
Let's,
reference
go
was
talk
top
to someone
tier.
who actually knows what's happening right now.
No,
Not
this
you,
guy.
though the alternative isn't much better.
Hey, Tarnished.
Yeah, hi.
I see you've come to me with LondonBinKnife.png.
So you know what it is then?
No, but if you desire a refund, I must redirect you to Ronnie the Witch in her Carian call center. Only then can you rebate your purchase.
Oh, I've met Ronnie before. She's, interesting.
But I must warn you, Tarnished, the temptation of a blue gash is strong beyond belief. I too have felt the call of her puppet hands upon my tackle. Just imagine, Tarnished, what those 4 armpits must smell
I'm
like.
going to leave now. Welcome everyone to Horrors Beyond Comprehension, a land of the hands, as it were. The Fingy Dingy. Making my way
Fingy
here was a
Dingy. I'm
treacherous
calling them
affair.
Fingy
I had
Dingies
to
from now
dodge the
on.
Magical
Never
artillery
stopping.
using my immense skill. This place, however, is anything but safe. I would describe it a bit like the SpongeBob perfume department.
You'll see
You simply
references
need to
Mark
get through
Flyer,
it, but you will
Five
lose
Nights
a
at
part of
Freddy's.
yourself. There are hands everywhere, in the ground, on the ceiling, and
Every
within
2
my
minutes.
nightmares. They are 90% of the enemies, and the remaining 10% kind of remind me of myself in a really strange way. My name is Yoshikage Kira. I'm 23 years old and making YouTube videos. As it turns out, the Queen of Caria going insane in Hogwarts had implications for the kingdom, and one of those implications, kind of slaps. You know, like a hand. I too would kill myself if I was.
You know, in my
written by
last
J.K.
video of this, I said something about how, like, I was trying to do educational videos, and they were like, well, I don't know, you still kind of learn something somehow, despite itself. And that's true. You actually do learn what's going on. Who the fuck is that?
Rowling. I can't even search for pictures of
J.K.
normal
Rowling.
Knuckles on Google because I keep getting this fucking echidna. Human Knuckles just makes it worse. Now, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah. So after dealing with
Editing
my
problems.
Chan and killing the only normal people for miles, the game just gives up and has us fight a ghost instead.
That's true.
I've always wanted to kill a white woman. Also, I'm available at this address. This fight is actually an iteration on the previous Tree Sentinel boss, so it's a really good thing that I beat him.
I forgot that you fight
Lorena
Lorena twice, don't you?
Set. This time, however, we've got a copious amount of magic, even greater speed, and a horse ghost, which implies that there is a horse hell. Horses don't belong in the battlefield. They belong in the McDonald's menu. I can't even turn the bastard into glue anymore. This is just like George Orwell's Animal Farm. In summary, this boss is good, but nothing we haven't seen before or will see in 5 minutes. The magic earns her a really comfortable spot in B tier right next to herself, but that is a story for part 19. So for now, I'm just gonna send her to a farm upstate. By the way, I've played this game for 130 hours and haven't slotted a spell. Now, as a full metal
was 180
consequence of my
hours.
vehicular manslaughterita, we have finally unlocked Ronnie's Rise and my favorite part of the game, Ningyo Romansu Shimureta. Honestly, I'm a big fan of the writing on this one. I just don't really care for the Blythe arc where he eats the classroom. But to get to that, we have to fight the most dangerous and powerful boss of them all, the copy-paste key. If we can teach magic to fucking dragons and dogs, I don't even know why we try. The most powerful
It's a
wizards can be
real
found in the sea.
problem.
You know, at least
There's like, they try to fit it into the story that it's like images of themselves and stuff like that with multiple bosses, but they really do reuse the same boss like a few too many times in this game.
he's gone. He has chosen peace. I guess all that's left to do now is enter Toyota High School so I can finally meet the love of my life.
How the fuck did you do that?
Do what?
Ohayo gozaimasu.
She says, her long hair swaying in the Among Us Morbius Among Us sus.
So, why are you here exactly?
Oh god, the game actually prompts you. I really gotta think
particular
about this
reason.
one.
Tell you what, I'm also in the business of killing God. I want to restore the good old-fashioned values upon which we used to rely.
Is that a bad thing?
For you. Now, are you going to join or not?
Oh god, she doesn't know I'm a sub.
Wonderful. Your first mission is to kill my brother, Satan. You can find him inside his volcano.
Are you trying to kill me?
Don't come back until one of you is dead.
Well, I guess that's it then. Time to take the elevator so I can talk to my sleep paralysis demon.
Greetings, Tarnished.
Oh god, not him.
It is I, Ryan Dog, from Family Guy.
Please leave me alone.
I'm not really here right now, so please.
God
leave a
damn it, it's an
message
answering
at the
machine.
tone.
At the tone, please record your message.
Shit. Made in heaven.
Finally, it's time to continue playing the game. And to get to the aforementioned volcano, we must first ascend. We have to elevate our consciousness so I can have my date with Ronnie Senpai. Fortunately for us, there is an elevator. Thank God the Mountain of Death is wheelchair accessible. You just gotta watch out for the falling rocks. I'm beginning to get the impression that I'm not wanted here. So we enter the absurdly large elevator, custom built and designed for the new American male, and place our keys in the ignition like a sedan. Welcome every pony bazinga to the Altus Plateau, land of the fourth demigod and his magic treehouse. I originally meant to go to the volcano immediately, but this area is the world's biggest set of dangling keys. There are two paths we can take to traverse this area: the road of proper upright civilization or the forest of immaculate pain. You know, I did both of them, but this one is funnier. Welcome everyone to the Worm People Dimension, a region totally unique in how it decides to kill you. You see, the inhabitants have a special status effect called death, and the effect of death is that it kills you rather painfully, and there's quite a few of them.
I wouldn't have expected.
Is definitely Wormface, who is called that for no reason. All of his attacks are basically instant kills.
I think it
could be better to take the stealthy approach here. Hey guys, Max0r here, and today we're going to be sneaking into Big Shell. Right, and you have to stop the Facebook algorithm. It's giving people pronouns. So after navigating the Impale Jail, or just teleporting past it, because you can do that, we continue exploring Bikini Bottom so I may find the maniac. Just don't turn around on the bridge, because,
yeah, boy.
he is there. So for the next part of our journey, we make our way to the Windmill Village, which is a very fun time. You know, I may be a fan of older women, but this is a bit much. These bitches really do be reenacting the plot of Midsummer in the local retirement center. Honestly, this area is pretty dope as long as you don't make them angry. Don't worry, women are very easy to calm down. So with our domestic situation now under control, we walk for 3 seconds until the boss just kind of approaches you, just like Dio at his stand. Welcome back, everyone, to the official IGN walkthrough.
I'm a little too... I like watch anime, but it's just mostly like stuff that everybody's watched. I don't get half of his anime references.
Fighting Slenderman. Gotta collect those 8 pages. His attacks are fast, really fast, and his combos are longer than my video schedule. If you ever think you're safe against this boss, think harder. This man goes harder than a police officer in the Black Sea. And to make things worse,
just wait till you fight,
which made me scream audibly. Finally, the Spaghetti Coat. I
it's a good
fought a boss that required an exorcist before, but thankfully the priest was better at the game than me, so that's not the last time we're going to see him, although I wish it was. So with Friedrich Fastbear once again confined to his pizza, we approach the fabled Gate of Healthy Eyeballs, and after being welcomed very nicely by the residents, we catch a glimpse of our next destination. The next destination hurts my eyes. All you have to know is that I really want to get there because I'm a moth, and also this anime girl. Naturally, my first instinct was to head to the front door.
That was a dumb joke. I laughed way too hard at that one.
But these instincts were not correct. Also, some people say my videos are too fast, so here's a dog. So instead of whatever that is, we need to take the side route to get in. I have to skulk cantankerously towards my devilish deeds. But upon reaching the back rooms, we find that the way is blocked by the dreaded, most powerful enemy of the entire game. That's right, the copy-paste key is back, and this time he's tired of my shit.
Back, your boy, holla.
This battle is really difficult, not because the moveset is new, but because I have exhausted my horse jokes. To put this another way, he's tougher than my dad and hits harder than his belt. Not much is different this time around though, except for the damage. That is very new. This is just like my Redmi Note 11 Pro when I criticized the Chinese government. Overall though, this boss is a very cool reskin and a literal gatekeeper for the content ahead, which is why I decided to exploit him using my horse, just like the Mongols. Absolutely
we all
design right here. I'm very impressed.
Just like the Mongols.
1 second, guys, I need to answer my phone. So, with the evil lies of capitalism out of the way, it's finally time to head inside. This is what we've been building up for 13 entire minutes. And when I got there, I was so taken aback by what I saw that I fell off a cliff and died. Great start.
Don't we all?
Welcome everyone to Listerine, Royal Capital, a land that pleases the eyes and destroys my ears. The sound of the Smurf Jamboree is fucking inescapable. We're gonna hear it for the rest of the level in the form of my tinnitus. Look at this shit. Look how fucking big it is. And yes, we can visit all of that, the entire city. Do you see that dragon? You
can climb it. It doesn't look that big, but then you realize there's underground and inside.
Cruise the streets, find new enemies and die to them. We've got a little bit of everything here in Portland, Oregon. This game is Dark Souls 4, 5, and fucking 6, so I ask again, are the developers okay? Do they sleep? So after
They're
our
still
encounter
working
with
on DLC.
Class, we move throughout the city, becoming a
They never
home to its
slept.
welcoming
Never
residents.
stopped.
And there are so many different paths that it's actually hard to talk about. You can go down the streets and die, go through the storm drain and be dragged to the depths of hell, where the Catholics go. Or you can go to the bad side of town and die to the exploding worm. I hesitate to call this a level because this is a goddamn experience. Just don't enter this innocuous well. Because
It's an
you'll have to
entire
fight the
city
poo and
by
piss men.
yourself.
Seriously, this is an entire dungeon in and of itself, and it's more convoluted and confusing
Dude,
than
it's
a
so
woman.
fucked up though that it's just this tiny little well in the corner that it's so easy to miss, but it ends up being this giant level. It's very FromSoft.
To get off Mr. Miyazaki's wild ride, please let me see my family. But that is a story for probably never, because it's guarded by the demigod of incest. I will have to deal with him later, preferably after he stops dealing with me. So once I finish up preening the garden
Another
and
copy
becoming one with
paste.
the graveyard, we ascend to the next level of consciousness and begin making our way to the palace above. It's pretty beautiful, but I would suggest installing railings, because I am stupid. And also this anime. Speaking of which, here's the next boss. He just kind of appears there. Gotta fight Casper the Unfriendly Piss. Now, I could get into this boss, maybe talk about how he helped my insides experience fresh air, but he is very phoned in, and we're going to get quite familiar with him later. And also, he has a stand, so that's how you know he's gay. Since this boss is technically a memory, we're just gonna forget that he exists. Maybe should have done that during the fight. So all that's left to do now is get into the giant tree so I can finally kill God. I've always had a grudge against that guy. After all, he made the British Isles, and some crimes cannot be forgiven.
We here.
My old friend. The tarnished who gets no
We're
bitches
back.
and stacks no paper. How are you alive exactly? How are you still single? Once I called
Got
the
him.
demigod's family, but that was before I became racist. Though your tenacity deserves praise, it is for naught. For I have never lost a debate. What the fuck is wrong with you? Cancel culture strikes again.
Oh shit.
Oh god, this fight is good. Like, really fucking good.
It
I
is
just
good.
didn't sign up to play Sekiro today. That quirked up white boy do be busting it down sexual style, and his secret is methamphetamine.
Sekiro
This
is
fast.
the best
Very,
FromSoft
very
game in my
fast.
opinion.
Faster than a Genshin player's trajectory to prison. So fast that the hammer doesn't even wait for phase 2. They call him Home Depot DoorDash because he's delivering the tools straight to you. Also, yes, I can make his weapon change color at will. It's like a speed run for epileptics. But what makes this fight difficult is not just the speed, not just the mobility, and definitely not just the damage, although there is a lot of that, but just how many fucking moves this man has.
He
And
does,
all of
that's
them have
true.
different attack speeds, so have fun with that. This time around, we've got daggers, hammers, spears, a lot of swords, and a little bit of trolling. I remember when Dark Souls bosses were just an obese man, we were so young, but this does beg the question, why was Morgott just hanging out in front of Stormvale? Was
Yeah,
he
I don't
getting
know.
his groceries? Did he use a VPN? The only assumption I can make is that he just really hates you, and yeah, I can fucking feel that. I also hate me, so to come out on top, we've got to remain quick, brace the inside of our asshole, and to verify our online sources with correct documentation, because this is the hardest boss so far, and the easiest boss for the rest of the game. So whether we're delivering pizza or attempting deicide, Morgott will bring you the Home Depot experience, whether you're ready or not, and the answer is usually not.
I feel like he's just practicing like cool fight scenes right now.
That fight was the fucking bomb.
I know, I work with a
was
lady who
hard
tells
fought
me I'm
battle,
the
but
bomb
now
still.
it is time for me to claim my rightful throne. Fuck, I'm going to make God pay for this. All we have to do is go through the, Oh, this probably has an explanation, but something tells me I'm not going to like it. Oh well, time to go. My actual objective is worse than this. Much, much worse than this. So, yeah, that's great. Look, I need help getting into the glow stick tree. Do you have any shears?
Oh, why didn't you say so?
No reason in particular.
Nah, don't worry about him. He's, doing stretches. For the next 5,000 years.
What?
Anyways, you need to,
10,000.
burn the tree.
Excuse me?
You need to go to Giant Mountain and burn someone to death. I want that shit to look like a road flare.
You are scaring me.
The pain is immense.
That's how
and
it works,
without
though.
limit.
How about I just go kill Satan instead?
You cannot run from me.
Chinese
Welcome
smog
everyone
factory.
to the Mountain of Agony, both in the lore and in gameplay, but mostly gameplay. Home of the fifth demigod, Satan, literally just Satan, Lucifer, the big D, if you will, who has made his home inside of a literal volcano where he intends to commit blasphemy in peace. Just one problem, we gotta climb that shit ourselves, and the main way up is,
A ladder.
a little bit linear. I call it the Habsburg family
Why do these
tree,
videos
because
make
this
me
shit is a
sweat?
circle, one with a higher population of apes than Twitter.com. My favorite part was the horrifying darkness of my Appalachian camping trip. Something is after me, but I don't know what it is. Now don't get me wrong, there's still a lot to discover, but half of it is igneous rock, and what remains is a bit of special. Just gotta take out this enemy over here when suddenly bird jump scare. It feels a bit like every level collaborated to make this one. We've got people, monkeys, spastic robots, and you better believe that the hands are back.
They're
We
back,
even get
yeah.
to see the handyman himself. He's getting really out of hand this time. You could say that I have my hands full. This is hands down the stupidest joke in the video. So after climbing
No,
up
I love it.
a little bit, 3 ladders in
Hand
a row,
jokes all
we
day.
gaze over a cliff, whereupon Patches just breaks my fucking skeleton.
3
Guess
ladders,
I
he
have
went the
to
wrong way.
climb all
Could
the
have
way
been
back
too.
up. The top of the mountain is really fun though, especially when my computer decides to work. It's like Disneyland for Victorian peasants, or just Yugoslav war criminals. I think Satan might be up to something. It's just a guess though. So after 3 days of assorted undersea mischief making, we finally arrive at the Volcano Manor. But at that size, it's more like a volcano-gated community. Little did I know
Just
what I was
another
getting into, starting with the
Entire new area.
red. Like all the flags this is giving me. I feel like I'm inside of a gaming PC. Maybe this woman can give us more info.
Hello, Tarnished, and welcome to the Red Manor.
Feeling creative today, aren't we?
I am the virtual YouTuber of this mansion, Tanith, and this is Gug. Gug is in pain.
Aren't we all?
Anyways, can I interest you in joining the forces of Satan? We offer
Yes.
coupons.
For what exactly?
Mostly funerals.
Why are you asking
but
questions?
sometimes
Just say yes.
disco.
Well, you know what? I do want to attack God, and the mood lighting here is sick as fuck. Where do I sign?
Oh, you don't sign. You kill.
What?
We crave innocent blood, traveler, and I expect a sufficient donation. After all, you are what you eat, and I am a child at heart.
I think I chose the wrong voice actor.
Hail Satan!
Well, I guess since I serve Satan now, my outfit needs to get a little edgier, and my weapons need to become a little veggier. Potatoes aren't the only things that these can peel, and as a fresh recruit to the Army of Darkness, I now have access to the office break room. It is surprisingly nice, so long as you avoid the souls of the damned. I do not care who the IRS sends, I am not paying taxes. Also, half my fellow demons have scoliosis,
They do.
so let's just collect our first target, instead of talking to them. And if I'm going to kill the innocent, I might as well do it with some chill beatings by Dr. Dre to relax and study to.
This is Dr. Dre, confirmed. Gio Hoslow has the best armor in the game.
I think we might be the bad guys. Just kidding, I don't think. Oh shit, wrong door.
Congratulations, traveler! You have proven yourself my finest synth.
My sins are unforgivable.
You get to meet Satan now.
Oh, what's the occasion?
Dinner.
Can I leave now?
Have fun.
Hi there, Satan. Did you fall from heaven? I don't think he liked that one.
Good pickup line.
Hey guys, Max0r here, and today we're gonna be trapped in, hell.
That's right, bitch. We're in fucking hell.
Yeah, so turns out war crimes and orgies are sins. Don't ask. So now that we're in hell, I get to meet all of my favorite heroes, such as Ronald Reagan, and also all the landlords that Mao killed. But to navigate this new landscape of fire and brimstone, we must venture into the many circles of hell, each one complete with their own trials and punishments, but mostly punishments. Now as for me, I was sent to the circle of greed for being a YouTuber, and my punishment is continuing to make this video. It is 4 in the morning. Now the first thing you see in this level, and I mean the first thing, is an anchor direction. This tells us that we are in the circle of lust, where all the Genshin players reside. I'm a really
That's what
big
it
fan
means.
of Sugma Kokomi. Boy, I sure do love being surrounded by women. Genshin Impact video very soon. Just gotta turn this corner and Why is he just standing there? Well, I'm sure he won't be bothering me anytime later. Oh my god, it's him, the Compresse Demon. Now, for our next stop in every Denny's ever made, we're heading into Hell's Assisted Living Center, which is filled with unbaptized infants and the disabled. It was at this moment that I knew I was not being punished, but that I was the punishment. Also, Jesus Christ, this is darker than Ethiopia. After which, we find ourselves in the circle of gluttony, because the residents are a bit sluggish. I know, very funny stuff. It's time for some fun volcano facts with Max0r. Did you know that lava cannot hurt you as long as you are backstepping? Try to do it in real life. Actually, at this point, the lava is more of a suggestion. Summer enjoyers be like, at least there be no snow. Oh boy, I sure do love taking a walk in the great state of Arizona. So after we're finished navigating the kinky neighborhood, we head into the next circle of hell, the heresy, which is accessed when I pull a bridge out of the room temperature lava. This is where God puts all the papists after being dragged into the storm drain. Their Sisyphean punishment is that they have to get laid on Gmail, delete every
said
other
that his
website.
joke
You
is
have
back
to
'cause he
fuck
used
and
it twice.
suck on Gmail. Now if you'll excuse me, I'll be attending mass to steal the wine. Hey guys, welcome back to my 600-pound death, and on today's episode, we're going to be fighting the skinniest Reddit mod. This is not what I meant when I said I wanted jiggle physics. I think this boss may have had a few too many communion wafers. How many of those do you have to eat before it's considered one entire Jesus? This is your body, broken for me. Now, unlike the other foreskin brother,
people don't make fat jokes anymore. They're hitting well.
You think we're in for a slower fight, but you are wrong. That would make the game easier. He is even faster than that, and that just makes me go from depressed to impressed. And just like last time, his second phase is absolute body horror. Genuinely just the scariest shit I've ever seen in my life. Please consult your doctor before engaging in any Nico Kato
Fight him 2 more times, right? On a bridge,
be here for a few moments.
and with the skinny guy?
The bloated design, body positivity. No, I have body negativity. Also, holy shit, this music goes hard. This is an absolutely inappropriate boss theme for the inside of a Walmart. I think it's about time that we shave off some of that excess skin. Come on, do it. Give me your skin. If you aren't comfortable in your own flesh, you should pull it off. So now that I've officially shot Biggie Biggs, we can finally grab the and continue on our route towards the average Californian summer. Me being sent to hell, they forgot to take my Bluetooth
Only if you're not on the
away.
coast.
That's right, we're finally here, the heart of the beast, home of deceitful serpents and their evil minions. You know, Washington. Also, more ladders. But honestly, it's a bit,
sometimes you just gotta get somewhere. It's easy to put a ladder in.
I don't think there's much here that we haven't already talked about, besides the egged one, just your standard.
That dude got a big ass head.
So we're just gonna teleport straight to the boss, which is the actual way you do it because of the reasons why. All right, Satan, I've served you for too long. Now prepare
Either a ladder
to
or a
feel
teleport when you just gotta get places.
Oh, wait a second.
Damn, can you beat him with a regular weapon?
Welcome everyone to Doom Internalizing My Abuse. And today we're going to be fighting the we're going to Google how to kill him, because as it turns out, the reptile exhibit is in need of some heavy ordnance, of which I am an expert. The Serpent Hunter is, and I quote, on some anime shit, a weapon of mass destruction specifically built to kill just snakes, you know, like a secretary bird.
You know,
It's
I just
also,
played
3 feet
Demon
from
Souls recently, and I realized that this was first introduced really in Demon Souls when you're fighting the big fly boss.
entrance. That's like giving chocolate out in a dog pound. God may give me his toughest battles, but so too do we get his largest gun. We just went from Storm Ruler to Storm Meter Stick. This fight is the coolest shit I've ever seen. It is so satisfying to use this weapon, and the damage is absolutely biblical. My favorite part was when Cain beat his brother to death with a rock. The only drawback is that you are too strong, and dodging him is a little easy because the snake will signal every attack by pogging. But if I had to choose a boss to be easy, this one is pretty fucking up there. And trust me, I know about fucking up. Just ask the war crime trials.
The only hard part about that fight is when he shoots all the fucking heads at you.
I only kill people like you tomorrow. But as for this boss, his difficulty does not get in the way of the fun, of which there is plenty. I think the best attack is the one where he slimes me at the Kids' Choice Awards. Plus, I am always down for animal abuse, especially after the animal abuse.
That was an old reference.
So with that out of the way, I think it's about time that we graduate this noodle from endangered to extinct.
Snack destroyer.
Jesus, aren't you dramatic?
Phase 2.
Demigod of Mount Gelmir, number 15, Praetor Riker.
Forever joke incoming.
It appears that you are trying to cut off my pet snake, so in return, I will now cut off yours. The last thing you want on your journey to hell is to join the Serpent King as family. But as it turns out, that might be what you get.
Oh my fucking god. It's finally him. It's Satan. I'm your biggest fan. Welcome everyone to the second phase of life, also known as death. And today we're going to be fighting the human centipede along with everyone he's ever consumed. That's right. This entire time we were participating in the world's most complicated buffet. Not to mention
fucking way. I didn't realize that.
Entire
I did learn
demigods,
something
so
from
I just
this video.
delivered my card his fucking pizza.
All the little arms and shit coming out of the people that he's been
the mortal
eating.
snake and
That's
live on him like a
nuts.
tumor. That's called making a deal. Now, as for the gameplay, it's a little intense. You know, kind of spooky. Kind of makes me cry.
Those
because
guys,
this
the
boss,
flaming
on top of his
skulls
normal
are
moveset, can use every snake attack, just like Metal Gear Solid. But that isn't even the dangerous part. That happens when he unleashes the 50 goddamn explosive skulls at the loudest possible volume and then dips my screen into a vat of hot oil. I guess hell was just built on a missile system. I could not tell you what's happening on the screen right now. The best way I can describe this fight is that it gives brain damage, just like playing Valorant, but in a good way, unlike playing Valorant. Even still, this battle is not about that. It is all about the spectacle, the weaponry, and of course the violence. It is a gimmick fight done absolutely correct, even if it hurts my eyes a bit. But if this fight gets one thing right,
if you
it is
like Demon
definitely
Souls,
style. And while this battle
I mean, if you like gimmick fights, go play Demon Souls.
Like a
It's good.
cat. Goddamn, does it
The
deliver.
boss fights are top tier FromSoft, honestly. They got it right on the first try. All pretty easy. I like how he gets serious for 10 seconds on every big boss fight.
Man, you two are a match made in hell. Hey, so
Hey, Goro.
I might have killed Satan.
You fucking what?
Yeah, so where did she go? Gone. Oh. She's eating what?
Oh, yes. Why would she do that, though? I'm gonna do the third one next time. See you next week. Bye.